Causes. Around half of the employees lost their jobs after the takeover. Each residential building has a receptionist and a doorman. We would like your support and understanding, so that the project will run smoothly. Boardroom. Is there a projector in the boardroom? Try to offer a clear overview in the introductory paragraph. A new gas tank requires professional installation. Is there a projector in the boardroom? Please, don't leave your car unattended on this street. Keep a photocopy for yourself. I went to the bank to cash my paycheck. This deposit is refundable. Hikers love this trail for its varied terrain and dramatic scenery. I started looking for a less stressful job. You should apply sunscreen before working extended periods outdoors. The hotel offers a daily housekeeping service. I have listed the deadlines of all our projects in this spreadsheet. The President-elect's policies toward immigrants are unacceptable. Is this wristwatch water resistant to 100 meters? Would you like to start the meal with an appetizer? Restricted. This is a restricted area. Your co-workers recommended you for this position. Maria has been trying to reach salespeople, but tracking them is not easy. Some students could not come to school due to the snowstorm this morning. Let's turn off the air conditioner for a while, because it is too cold here. I'm afraid I overpaid on my last transaction, and I'd like a refund. You should have called the repair person yesterday. Airfare. I always use this website to search for the best airfare. I don't recall seeing the document.
Neither do I.
The proofreading service is subject to an additional charge. I completed and submitted all the paperwork to the insurer. Our new kitchen showroom displays everything you need. Your vision problem needs urgent medical attention. I turned off my mobile to avoid any distraction from notifications. I turned off my mobile to avoid any distraction from notifications. I'd like to reserve a projector for today's presentation. The brochures will be ready by the end of next week. I disconnected power to all appliances before leaving on vacation. I want to thank the organizers of this event for inviting me. The hotel provides free shuttle service to the airport. Strategies. Empowering others is one of the most common strategies for improving performance. We continue to serve about 5,000 customers annually. Long-term memory can hold an indefinite amount of information. Empowering others is one of the most common strategies for improving performance. I am always sure to disable the doorbell when my child takes a nap. My PC came with a 2-year warranty, but it expired last week. A panel of business experts selected the regional winner. Cooperate. Cooperate. The city will cooperate with local businesses to boost employment. Most of our products are made from durable materials. Many people find professional cooking to be an excellent outlet for their creativity. The professor is planning to assign each the student to a different volunteer group. Marker. Poor quality sleep may be a marker for underlying mental health problems. I just packed the bare essentials. Distinct. There's a distinct smell of burning coming from somewhere. Automatic braking is a key feature in our latest car model. Brainstorm. Let's meet on Tuesday morning and brainstorm about the campaign. Each entree is accompanied by either soup or salad. Emergency medical services include advanced life support and transportation. Solar power and wind now generate over 20% of energy in Germany. Temporary. The company claims that the change in management is only a temporary measure. Let's meet on Tuesday morning and brainstorm about the campaign. All the diners enjoyed their meals. Though the two studies took opposite approaches, both reached the same conclusion. The company cares about the wellness of its employees. I decided not to renew the lease on my apartment. Attempted. Attempted. Charles attempted to learn Mandarin several times before he became proficient. Adapter. I bought an international adapter to use my PC overseas. The janitor is responsible for watering the plants in our office. Allowance. Your baggage allowance is 30 kilos. This handout explains how to register your account. All the necessary information is in the leaflet. I'm receiving too many spam emails. Pancakes are the specialty of my favorite cafe. I'm also enclosing a list of convention attendees. I'm also enclosing a list of convention attendees. We have a contractor who handles all of our accounting tasks. Please make sure you have ample time before your flight. I'd like to get rid of all the junk I have in my garage. Please, respond urgently with your requirements to the offer. Sustainable energy plans often take decades to go from planning to implementation. We need to find the source of the leak. The diagrams used in her presentation really illustrated the points. The system mistakenly printed duplicate tickets for every transaction. Misplaced. Keys and cell phones may be the most commonly misplaced possessions. There are 2 things I'd like to accomplish by the end of this week. To qualify for Social Security, you must be a Japanese national, or hold a valid visa. I don't suppose you'd have time for a meeting this afternoon? We should break at midday for lunch no matter how busy we are. Our clothing line offers functional garments and accessories. Art is always open to interpretation. She won an athletic scholarship for college. These results are derived from experimental data. He has been the artistic director of the theater since 1986. Empowering others is one of the most common strategies for improving performance. Have you received a letter of acceptance from the university yet? Have you received a letter of acceptance from the university yet? Technical. Prospective students should have basic business skills and technical knowledge. Ambitious. I have given myself the ambitious goal of starting a company next year. We aim to provide practical and cost-effective business solutions. We aim to provide practical and cost-effective business solutions. Resignation. His resignation was sudden. Consciousness remains a mystery to many. Disagrees. I will support you even if the director disagrees with your opinion. You can find answers to the most common questions we receive by following this link. It's the chance of a lifetime. Why didn't you inform me earlier? Starting an online business is viable, even with limited funds. Starting an online business is viable, even with limited funds. I believe that the evidence suggests the contrary. For your safety, please exercise caution when crossing the street. Beside all sculptures is a small sticker with a corresponding audio guide number. I have just a few more questions, but the issue has essentially been resolved. Guarantee. We cannot guarantee the reservation until your check arrives. Consistent. Consistent. His story is consistent with the evidence. The calculator operates on a solar cell, so no batteries are required. How much do I owe you? What is your assessment of the situation? The contract was finalized before news reports revealed the scandal. That cold of yours is a consequence of lack of rest. Everyone in this startup makes roughly equivalent salaries. Do not drive without a valid license. Your monthly utility bills have been deducted from your bank account. Your monthly utility bills have been deducted from your bank account. Is there a projector in the boardroom? Some people invest in government bonds. Positive attitudes create positive situations. Positive attitudes create positive situations. The company accurately disclosed its financial situation to all stockholders. The annual evaluation has demonstrated a dramatic improvement in productivity. Minimum. We have a minimum order value of $20 for all orders. Only registered users are allowed to post in the forum. It is risky to invest in financial products, with high rates of return. Sponsors. The winners of the race received prizes from several sponsors. Candidates for the position must have experience and leadership expertise. Contexts. I've seen this phrase in many contexts. Distant. He is a distant relative of mine. Fundamental. There is a fundamental flaw in his argument. Our business class amenities include slippers and skincare products. Can we improve the existing method? He is not ready to make a long-term commitment. He is not ready to make a long-term commitment. I have a couple of important announcements to make. The World Wide Web is available to anyone with internet access. Plastic products have a negative and long-term impact on the environment. The issue has received extensive media coverage. The gala dinner at the conference concluded with fireworks. The chairperson declared the meeting closed. Do you have the meeting summary somewhere so I can check something? The shoe retail chain has been cautious about expanding internationally. The college changed its curricular structure to attract more international students. The college changed its curricular structure to attract more international students. Leading a project entails great responsibility, and can be a big burden to shoulder. He's the company's top executive. Use well-developed and relevant examples to support major points. He was commissioned to paint a portrait. Complimentary. The hotel offers a complimentary breakfast for all guests. It's important to maintain accurate records of all business transactions. He was formerly employed by a local authority, before starting his own business. Practices. The government does not support unfair business practices. His backpack was so heavy, he could barely lift it. Companies choose to place their ads on the internet nowadays. I'm beginning to think this accounting company isn't very reliable. It was still unclear who was to blame for the information leak. Our company is not big enough to compete with these international corporations. All this junk mail is really annoying me. Copper. The water pipes are usually made of copper. The pursuit of fame and wealth might not necessarily make one happy. He based his conclusions on some of the previous research made by his main advisor. Dealing with performance issues has been one of the major challenges managers face. Properties. These properties are for rent. Consistent. His story is consistent with the evidence. The agency established a joint venture with publishers to expand its media presence. The city has an annual carnival, and a music festival. I don't think the boss would grant you a week off with only 2 days' notice. I don't think the boss would grant you a week off with only 2 days' notice. The vast majority of offices do not outsource billing services. We have a minimum order value of $20 for all orders. I'm going to transfer the money tomorrow. A transaction fee will be charged for withdrawal from this account. Let's meet on Tuesday morning and brainstorm about the campaign. She's been promoted to the position of senior consultant. Unfortunately, there are no simple solutions to complex problems. Would you have time to participate in an interview about eating habits? Proper. To avoid inappropriate actions, proper planning is required. I will support you even if the director disagrees with your opinion. Just check the definition in your electronic dictionary. Network. Exchanging business cards helps build your network. The workplace code of ethics applies to every individual in the company. Organization. The organization is dedicated to protecting wildlife from harm. Total retail sales for 2020 are expected to be 1 billion Japanese yen. Outings. Many families spend the hot summer days taking vacations or outings to local beaches. They will continue to build a cleaner waste recycling system. They will continue to build a cleaner waste recycling system. To avoid inappropriate actions, proper planning is required. Ceramic manufacturers usually specify if their products are dishwasher safe or not. Our strongest candidate has a wide range of experience, having worked in technical, production, and marketing positions. Let's go to the cinema tonight. How long will it take?
It depends on the traffic.
While in the area, they decided to visit her grandfather's old farmhouse. It's rewarding to see these lads giving their best for the team. It's rewarding to see these lads giving their best for the team. They often have picnics, because they have a large lawn. The smell of melted butter reminds me of my granny's cooking. Seaside. We stayed at a hotel on the seaside. Prospective students should have basic business skills and technical knowledge. Youngsters. Youngsters should be taught that no offense is severe enough to break family bonds. This baby bedding is very popular with environmentally aware parents. I'd like to find accommodation in an area with lots of local pubs and restaurants. The hamburger from this diner is popular among motorcycle riders. His resignation was sudden. His resignation was sudden. I'd like to propose a toast to the bride and groom. A stable economy is a necessary condition for financial prosperity.